Watching some action, bro. Many seasons to catch up on. Watching some action, bro. Look at these animals. How come that's fantastic, but what? Time to analyze another matter. Bruh, serious? Interrupting the atom, bro? Yes, serious. We're on a tight calendar. Shut down. By the 6 eclipses, the last pick from Sarabon was terrible. Well, I'm sorry, Sarabon, but it was. So this effort I will personally select the argument we will delve into. Now come on, let me use the sense. Let's see. We looked at the shape of the world. Now let's check out the state of the world. This lead seems decent enough. Is the gas bubble around the earth heating up? Ready, Sarabon?
Affirmative.
Take us down. The humans you're choosing better be worthy intellects this time.
Climate action now, every city, every town. Climate action now, we don't wanna burn or drown.
Climate change? Ha, bullshit. They used to call it global warming, but then they changed it because the globe failed to warm then. And look, Antarctic ice is piling more and more
The
on.
globe is warming, you moron. Some of the effects of that are colder weather in some places. And besides, weather and climate are not the same thing.
Maybe it is warming, love, but it's got nothing to do with us. The climate is always in flux, it's always changing. That's just what the climate does.
Not this fast, it doesn't.
It's probably sunspots or something.
97% of scientists agree it is warming. It is causing climate change, and humans cause it.
97%? So, scientists are not unanimous. Look, I'll take my chances. A bit of CO2 is hardly calamitous. Never hurt anyone. Trees breathe it, you know. So, we're kinda helping them grow. Besides, some warming might actually be pretty decent. It's pretty freezing in Victoria in the 9-month winter season.
Well, you would say that. You're a bloody right-wing journalist, probably in the pay of the mining corporate interest.
That's nice. While you just sat tight with your cushy life, telling the world to sacrifice. Well, little girl, how'd you get to that protest today? If you don't like the fossil fuel industry, better stop using any form of motorized transport, plastic hospitals or technology.
Well, I already used my canvas bags at Safeway.
Humankind, it's intervention time.
We're alien entities, we're here to.
Never mind, your human's argument is not good. We're gonna carry out a few fixes on it. Occam, yes? Where did they stray from logic? Let's look at one fallacy from each of them. Sounds good. Just before we stop them in their track, the protester claimed that the journalist argument was invalid due to profiting from that. Humans call this the shield gambit, a form of ad hominem attack. Meanwhile, the journalist derailed the topic then by committing another ad hominem, attacking a person rather than an argument. He claims that she should not try to prevent the use of fossil fuels as she uses technology, petrol and hospitals, accusing her of hypocrisy. But this is fallacious. Someone being themselves guilty of a violation doesn't prevent them accurately labeling it a violation. This type of discourse stops play, deflating attention by saying, what about you? Humans use an ancient language translation of this phrase. Tu quoque, nanospores. Yeah, that should remove those new polemic weapon stores. Sarabon, fact check.
Yes, let's focus on the protesters said. 97% of scientists agree about this theory, she said. The truth of the matter is slightly different, but we require precision. It's 97% agreement among climate research papers that have been written.
Let's jack her up with some statistical weapons and see how she does with that.
What are you doing? Just implanting you with the latest academic papers on climate change for you to access stat.
Oh, and a nanospore for all the ad hominems. Now run the argument again and see if we get further in.
Climate action now, it's not impossible.
Excuse me, Missy. You can't be against fossil fuels. Look at your own. Son of a... I do not think the climate change theory holds water.
Yeah? Well, you must be a shield then.
Well, facts don't care about your feelings. Here's the facts. Temperature and CO2 move in lockstep. CO2 is the primary driver of how hot it gets.
Is the CO2 from us though?
Yes.
How do you know?
CO2 from living creatures in industry have different isotopes. And the proof of what our industrial status may be causing is the observational determination of radiative forcing. Protester is overwhelming interlocutor with links and articles beyond capacity of him to respond to her.
Detected potential gish gallop. I'm interested in where this goes. I'll allow it.
Greenhouse gas effects are proven, but not all are created equal in terms of their potential devastation to people. Observe the other human, looks like he's switched off.
The overwhelming data is not convincing him enough. Hey Harold, how come you've switched off? This data is fine.
Well guys, I have to confide, I don't think any data can change my mind. I'm too invested in the prosperity of my lifestyle to risk changing it for something I can plausibly deny.
So you feel threatened by this type of discourse?
Honestly, I'm just suspicious of people spreading this sort of discord. I feel they may just be rhetoric corporate jealousy, communist scum trying to derail global prosperity, and using environmentalism to keep their agenda unsaid.
Interesting, potentially we're witnessing the backfire effect.
To those who say it's sunspots or some such, those other factors have been accounted for. This proves that you're dumb fucks. Proves that you lack rational skills.
Okay, so what do you propose we do about this? Ban straws, wear burlap sacks, dismantle the electrical grids?
Yes, but the most significant action is to have less kids. Each child you choose not to have, your carbon footprint becomes reduced by 9,441 metric tons. That's 20 times more effective than living car-free.
Wait a second, what's she saying?
This can't be.
She's saying reduce population. It's not so crazy. Have you seen lately the state of human babies? Greedy, helpless, emitting constant screams, contributing nothing, but instead demanding all they can eat. Clearly their number needs to decrease, and Attenborough agrees. Attenborough, reason be with him, but please, having one fewer child more significant than not driving an automobile?
We gave her access to peer-reviewed papers. It must be real.
Let me read that paper and see what it reveals. By the 6 eclipses I can see the appeal, but this paper is based on a seriously flawed discrepancy. It's not having single babies that causes damage environmentally directly. The authors believe in a principle called carbon legacy, meaning they stack up one's descendants for over 5 centuries and add up the total emissions they're predicted to ever leak, and put that future number on you as if it's your present responsibility.
Well, that sounds true to me.
Oh really?
Yes, and that's why the most moral people remain child-free. I'm choosing not to have any children. QBD.
What bravery. In that case, perhaps you'd like to meet other courageous environmentalists who have taken a lead.
Sure, I always need more strong role models to look up to. Who's this chick? Who's this skinny bitch? Fuck you. You ain't cutting in line in front of me. I'll cut you. Use caution. No one's stopping me from getting my 14th abortion.
14 unheard children, and she's only 18. By the theory of that paper, she's the definition of green. And she's just getting started on this campaign she'll save the planet with.
This is problematic.
You're right, here's a better candidate. What's this? A femoid interrupting my hentai time on the internet. Top kick. Look at all this, girl. I can't believe you're rejecting it. You and your kind are the reason I'm an involuntary celibate.
An incel, I'm nine.
Yes, what you humans call an incel. A man who is unattractive both physically and personally as well. So it's decided the best strategy to deal with this problem is to make himself as unattractive in every other respect as possible. No job, no motivation, no charm. Not only is he destined to be childless himself, he's also doing harm. So the desire of hundreds of women online to themselves have kids, preventing children. This is the true environmentalist.
Okay, I get it. Maybe this one paper is flawed.
It's been cited a lot. Be careful of the information you source.
careful.
Humans, much of it is barely worth the pixels it's written in. Now I believe Mama Earth wants to speak. Let's listen in.
Oh girl, it ain't pretty when my permafrost forever thaws. I'm getting these hot flashes like menopause, wondering when the pollution of menopause. But what's this about you deciding not to have babies? That ain't the right message, girl. You crazy? Don't have them if you don't want. But the reason the population is booming high is mainly cause the world ain't got the necessary type of women's rights worldwide. Liberate, educate women, and watch that population curve will keep leveling off. And for carbon dioxide up there floating, plant forests on my ground and kelp in my ocean to draw it down and get back to 300 parts per million. It will all only cost 4.27 trillion. That's a small price to pay when you think of it, to have a beautiful planet suitable for you to be living in. Humans, 2 paths stand before you. This is your last chance to live in harmony with me and save yourselves from elimination. The time has come for you to evolve your technology and your way of life. Good luck, and don't fuck it up.